I am an international student from the Bahamas, Freeport, Bahamas. My major is marketing. I'm actually a senior here at USM Gulf Park. Some other things about myself, I'm a scuba diver. I really enjoy scuba diving and teaching scuba diving. I serve as the current SGA president. I'm an honors Keystone scholar. I'm actually a student working in the Office of Student Affairs, and I am the founding president for Fins and Flippers, and I am also involved in just about almost every organization here on campus. In my spare time, I enjoy gardening, socializing, and just meeting new people. Fins and Flippers is an organization that I started on campus. Originally, it was supposed to be a scuba diving group, and then it ended up being a scuba diving and marine conservation group because we had interest from non-scuba diving students. It's like, hey, I'm interested in conservation, I'm interested in beach cleanups, but I don't necessarily want to do snorkeling or scuba. So we expanded and we were just on the road, ready and going. We did trips. We started out with a trip to the Georgia Aquarium last year, April. We did that. We did 2 nights in Atlanta, Georgia. The reason why I wanted to pursue SGA at Gulf Park was when I was in high school, I was involved in what we call local government junior council. So I'm big on community service and just service in general, just what can I do to make where I'm at, my institution, better. When I was in high school, that looked like us painting the bathrooms. I went to public schools and sometimes we'd have graffiti on the walls. So during our breaks, like these student leaders would just come to campus and we would just clean up the campus. We had an initiative to do like a food court. And then I got here and I was like, I think I want to do something like that too, but I did not know that I was going to eventually end up in the president role. I was like, I want to kick back a little bit, but I started as vice president of judicial affairs, and I just wanted to make a difference on campus. What could I do to help out our students and just make this place better for us? So that's really why I got involved with SGA. There's a saying on the island that says it takes a village to raise a child. It has been an experience here at USM within my last 4 years. It surely did take a village just from different faculty and staff members mentoring me, just the support in general with some of the extracurricular activities, whether it was being advised by SGA or getting the Fins and Flippers initiative supported. I would describe this time here as that growth period in my life. When I first started USM back in 2020, I was just 19, 20 years old, and now I'm about to be 24, and I can say that I am not the same person I was when I first started. I have grown professionally, personally, my horizons has expanded, my way of thinking, my approach to life is just so different. I've had a complete 360-degree turnaround. So I will say, I would describe my time here at USM as a growth spurt and just a feeling of home, you know. With me being a foreign student, I did not have any immediate family, so I got to know everybody, and these people here just grew into being family. Like, I feel so relaxed and comfortable. I can walk into any one of their offices and just talk about almost anything and get good feedback or advice. And when it comes to making life decisions, whether I want to go to grad school or whether I want to work, the support is there. When I first got here, I toured the Hattiesburg campus because I call her my Mississippi mom. Her name is Cynthia Maynard. She's like my host mom. And one of her daughters went to Southern Miss, and I taught the Hattiesburg campus, and then I taught the Gulf Park campus, and I was really torn between both. But then I was like, you know what? The coast feels a little bit more homey. I get to drive the bridge. I get to see the beach. I get to see the sun set most of the days if I'm not stuck in meetings. But it was I would say the environment for me. Once I toured both of the campuses, my first campus, I was like, this is where I want to be. I did not even bother looking into other universities. I was like, this is it. I'm gonna go here. I remember her name was Miss Fleming. She was so kind to me. She was just so welcoming. I did a campus tour, and then I ended up coming in Hardy Hall. I ended up on the second floor, and there were some office spaces, and I met a few of the administrators at the time, one being Jessica Langston, my boss. And it was just a really, really open atmosphere, really comfortable and just warm. And I said, this is where I want to be. This feels just like home. These people are like, the Southern hospitality was it for me, and that's why I chose Southern Miss. I always talk about SGA and Fins and Flippers because they're my babies. That's what I really enjoy doing. Being the SGA president, for me, it's an honor. That's one. That students trust me and believe in me enough to be their official voice, to represent them when they're not in the rooms, to be in those spaces and advocate for them. Another part of that is just being a role model, just modeling the way so that other students can look up. There's a saying that says, true leaders create other leaders. I am a firm believer of that, and that's what that's what SGA means to me, just creating other leaders. Just how can we make these students better? How can we make our university better? How can we grow as a university and as students in our personal and professional life? So for me, it's community service, leadership, and just that passion just for being a voice and just speaking up when others are maybe a little bit more intimidated or not comfortable enough speaking up, just representing those people. This summer, I have a really exciting internship in Washington, D.C. at Caterpillar. And after that, I will have a better sense of direction. I'm considering I was looking at the higher ed administration program here at USM, but then the economic development is still sort of pulling me. So I'm torn between that business. After working in student affairs, it's grown on me. Higher ed has grown on me, and I'm considering that. So I'll have a better idea by the end of August, but right now it's that internship, seeing what happens when I get in DC, and then I will have to make the final decisions on what's officially going to be next. But I'm done with school in December, so I'm looking forward to that. And then whatever comes after, I'm very optimistic.